I know, right? I make another video. I think this is like 3 videos in a week, which is I've never done before. I think having a home base is going to be good for making more videos. It just seems easy. It's like I just have a little idea and I can just throw it up.
Yeah, it's a hot day. I'm hanging in the sunshine. You should hit me with the splash gun.
Like I don't know, it was just very cool for me it was just one little thing. It's like, wow, this awakening is happening to people that you would never ever think of it would happen to. So I wanted to make a video on awakening and 5 signs that you are waking up. Dude, I can hear you. So if you can chill for a little bit, let me just go ahead and shoot this. So I'm talking to this guy and it occurred to me that I might want to make a video on 5 signs you're awakening. The awakening. Dude, don't. So I'm talking to this guy and he's telling me a story about his awakening, and it occurred to me that it might make a great video to just do, 5 signs you're awakening.
Please.
Dude, please stop. Okay? Like, I didn't even need you to be here. I do this by myself, but you wanted to be here, so just chill. Can't you make a video on something else?
Well,
you don't think that's a good idea for a video? There's probably like 1 million videos out like that. Well, what type of video do you think I should make? Why don't you make a video on like 5 signs you're not awake, 5 signs you're asleep? I don't make videos like that. I mean, I make videos that empower people to remember who they are and that they're creating their life. You're always talking about awake, but you never talk about anything important. Like I've never heard you mention how we're controlled from birth to death. We're controlled in every aspect of our life. I mean, you never talk about that. That's not the kind of awakening I'm talking about. I mean, what do you think I mean? When I say awake, like, what do you think I mean? I know what awake means. Awake means is when you realize that everything that you've been told is a lie. Everything. And did you know that there's only like 13 families that control this whole world? Well, I'm not talking about that kind of awakening. I'm talking about a different kind of awakening. See, there's another step in that. Like, yeah, the first thing you do is you realize that everything's a lie and you've been lied to and you've been controlled since birth. But the real awakening is when you realize why you've been controlled and how afraid they are of you making it to the next step. And the next step is when you become a sovereign being and they can't touch you anymore. So that's what my channel's about. In your first video, I remember you were talking about like the Pleiadians, and like, how come you've never mentioned that again? Like, why don't you talk about that? Like, let's talk about the Pleiadians. Let's talk about UFOs. Let's talk about extraterrestrial life. I mean, I know I mentioned that, but like, I'm a human right now, and it doesn't really matter what I have been or what I am in other lives right now. Like, I'm a human. Like, this is Case, and I'm a human, and I'm making videos. Yeah, well, maybe you should. But if you go listen to all the stuff you're talking about, you'll realize that that's what I'm doing. I mean, do you know what I do? The whole point of my channel is I was just an everyday guy. And then all of a sudden I have like light coming through my hands. I'm channeling this frequency that actually reconnects people's DNA, that reconnects the DNA of people that are around me, and they start to heal and remember. Like, I think that's more important than talking about the Pleiadians, because I don't get picked up in ships or anything. You know what I mean? Like, I'm
why
not,
don't you
like,
talk about maybe like the educational
system that is like designed to keep us dumb. It's designed to create workers, non-creative workers. And here we are, and we send off the people that watch my channel, they know that I homeschool my kids. So they understand that I think our educational system is a joke. I don't have to talk about it. I'm living it. Like, they know that my kids are homeschooled. You never talk about politics. Do you even know what's going on in the world? I mean, are you familiar with QAnon? Yes, I'm familiar with QAnon. I don't have time for that, man. Like, how long you been reading about QAnon? Okay. So how's your life? Is your life better? Is your life better just sitting there waiting for like arrests and you waiting for everything to come out? Is your life better? It's not better. Well, maybe you should just come up with your own channel then. Well, if I did start my own channel, I'd probably get more subscribers than you have. Why are you so competitive? Why are you always so competitive? Get more views. Yeah, maybe you should. Hey, what's up? My name's Case, and this is Everyday Masters. No. I'm Case with Everyday Masters. You would have something different. You would be like, we're all controlled.com or something like. Are you sure you're aware of everything that's going on? Because you're always like, oh, everything's unfolding perfectly. Well, when I look around, all I see is shit. It seems like every time I listen to you, it seems like everything you're always talking about is a bunch of shit. Like, all you see is shit everywhere. You know, I can help you with that. I can. In fact, that's what my channel's about. Here's what I suggest. You're probably gonna need a couple people, preferably friends, to help you with this, because it's difficult by yourself, but you can do it. So what I want you to do is I want you to get 2 friends. And I want you to sit down, and I want them to start pushing down at the same time on both your shoulders. And just have them push and push. And in the beginning, it's going to be a little tight. But then it'll start loosening up and loosening up. And then eventually you're hear like a popping sound, like a... And then you will start to see differently. The popping sound is the sound of your head coming out of your ass, because the only reason you're seeing shit everywhere is because your head is so far up your ass you can't see clearly. You're funny. That's real funny. You know, see, the problem is you spend all your time focused on what's wrong. And you know what you get when you do that? You get more wrong. Yeah, you do. I don't care what you say. Like, I am the same as you, except I have more years experience. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is you have your head stuck up your ass and you're not seeing clearly. And one day you will move past this little stage you're in, and then we will be able to talk on a different level. Oh, I don't want to focus on the bad stuff because I don't want to create it in my future. Dude, you're living in a bubble world. Yeah, I do live in a different world than you. I live in my own bubble world, and so do you. I mean, that's the point I'm trying to make in all my videos. I'm not going to do shows on politics. I will never do a show about politics. I will never make a video about politics, dude. I won't. I won't do a show on archons or the reptilians or fucking chemtrails or... It's just not my thing. It's just not my thing. Okay, I'll be quiet. Just go back to your little video about 5 signs you're awakening. You're missing it, dude. You're missing it. You don't know what you don't know. You don't. You can't know it. I'm living it. So, I'm not trying to convince you. I'm not trying to convince you or my audience. So you think you're awake, huh? You're awake? Okay, here's a question. Do you feel the need to convince others that you're right and they're wrong? Well, you're not quite there yet. Is that better for you? You like that? Okay, I can see that this isn't going to work out. This is Case. This is another version of me, a younger version of me. He actually doesn't get to come out and play too often, so the fact that he's able to be on camera, he's like, oh, excited. But he doesn't come out and play too much anymore. Actually, when I was younger, he was the starring role. He was the captain of my team, and I perceived most of life through his eyes. But now, I think it's best if you just like quiet down a little bit and just listen to what I'm going to say. You have your role. You played your role well, dude. But I don't know. Maybe it's time for you just to fade off into the distance. So I guess I won't shoot the video that I was planning on shooting because of all the distractions. But anyway, man, thanks. And you can say goodbye to this younger version of Case because I don't think he's going to get much airtime anymore. So, okay, man, I love everybody. I hope you have an amazing week. I have group session April 13th. If you don't know what I do, go to my website, check it out. If it resonates with you, jump on in. And I look forward to the email telling me how it changed your life. Okay, man, I love everybody. Peace.
It's getting kinda crazy up in here. Got that DJ playing music everybody wants to hear, yeah. It's getting kinda crazy up in here. Everybody wants to ride in the water slide. 3, 4. Baby, if you're looking for some crazy, I'll tell you everybody's standing in a line for the water slide.
What if I made a video on 5 signs that you're waking up?
Yeah.
Yeah? What do you think that means?
I think it means you're supposed to wake up, not think of war, and be peaceful.
Be peaceful.
And have fun.
Have fun.
Do what excites you most.
Do what excites you the most. Why would you do what excites you the most?
Because it puts your joy up, and joy is energy.
Oh, see. That's a good point. So do you always do what excites you the most? It's pretty easy for you to do that, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It excites me to make videos. Your dog wants to go out.